So is your STIHL pole pruner leaking oil when you don't use it? I realised mine was leaking oil. Normally I store it sometimes with a tip up, and what you'll find is your scabbard will fill with oil, and the whole of this bar will be really oily. And hopefully I'm going to be able to fix that today. It's a cheap part as well to replace, if it is what I think it is. So let's get this torn down. Give that a good clean out as well. Yes, and the chain in the bar is very oily. Right, so we'll get this cleaned off a little bit, and then I'll come back to you. See, this is quite a common problem with these. Now, you need to be able to see where it's coming from. You need to check your cap. So fill your oil up, obviously. Check that seal's good. This cover, obviously check your passageways here. Your oil comes out of this one here into there, and then filters up round into your bar. So check none of that's blocked. Yeah, if you're finding it's working normally, when in use, then you go to put it away and you find it's leaking oil everywhere, there's a good chance it's the oil breather, a little vent. That little puppy there. Yeah, it's quite oily under there. So that is the little culprit there. And it does look like it's leaking, or has been. And you see that top little hole in there? That one right there, that's where that is there. So that's a little one-way valve. I actually think I've caused this as well. In the past, I've taken this off and given this a blown out, and I've probably blown a bit too hard down there, and it's probably damaged this little valve in there. So it's probably my fault. So what you can do to check this, obviously, is top your oil up. Probably a good idea to run it as well, just to build some pressure, and then take all your bar off and chain, and take this little thing off, and then sit it like that. Put a bit of cardboard or something, or some rags underneath, and you should notice it'll be seeping out of this one. Right, so I'm just going to dump my oil out. And again, you want to check the line down in there. I say this head's not done that much work. It's relatively looked after, but you might have a different issue. Obviously, if yours is a really old one, it might not be this. So how to get this out? We need to punch this out. So we punch it down through into the tank. That's your new one. So you can knock it out either way. It's just easier to punch it straight down through. Take note of how far it is as well. You know what I mean? How far seated it is. There we go, that is out. I don't know where my little magnet is, which is annoying. Come on, you little shit. You little slippery bugger. There we bloody go. That's a pain in the ass. Yeah, hard to tell. We might have just had some debris in there or something. But I've ordered a new one anyway. Try and give this a clean out as well. Just going to give it a bit of air. Making a mess everywhere. Right, so we get our new one. That little weird shaped bit obviously faces the tank. Like that. You can just plonk it in and then carefully punch it down. And go really careful when you're punching it. Don't go too far, obviously. And I think that's should be about right. Maybe a little bit too far, but I think that should be fine. Or if you do go too far, punch it out again. Punch it all the way through and then start again. So obviously put everything back together, run it up, you know, take this off and check it's not leaking again. Get everything cleaned up before you put it back together. Just clean your cover up. Alright, so pull up on your bar a bit. You see your sloppy chain there. Wind your tensioner. Tee that up a little bit. Not too tight, not too loose. I'll probably pull that back in as well. A few little bits in there, but I'll try and do my best to keep them out. And that there is the part number for that little valve. That little one there. Like I say, it's only a couple of quid, I think. Can't really remember, but yeah, cheap enough. That'll do. We'll get some fresh in there, a few little bits in there, which I don't want going in. So yeah, fill it up full, run it for 30 seconds or so, and then you can take this apart again and just let it sit and then see if it leaks. That's all you really need to do to find out where your leak's coming from. Just run it up and then take this off and then see where it's coming from. Alright, so there we go. Hopefully fix this one now and should not be a pain in the ass and leak everywhere. So yeah, I hope you found that helpful. Leave me a thumbs up, be much appreciated. Helps the channel out and all that YouTube jazz. So as always, any questions, let me know down below and try and get back to you. Cheers.